there. Today. Yeah, you're not gonna believe your eyes. You're not going to believe your eyes. I don't know if y'all know about it, but I just saw this. I just saw this, and I just had to share it because, okay, chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk. I always did drink chocolate milk since I was a little girl. Okay, I always liked chocolate milk in my donuts, and that's what I like. Put my chocolate milk, with ice or whatever. You know, Stir it around, let it get nice and cold, and I drink it with I drink my chocolate milk and I eat my donuts. Powdered donuts, really I love. But okay, I want to start by saying this. Okay, I had bought a gallon of chocolate milk. Okay, um, and and my powdered donuts, like I always ate. But um, this particular gallon or whatever, I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Um, I was drinking my milk, eating my chocolate milk, and for some reason, my stomach had turned, you know. But I always do suffer with, my stomach. So I really didn't think nothing of it. Okay. So um I let my stomach, digest a little, I drank my little ginger ale, and I said, well, you know what? I'm not gonna, bother with it, you know, that morning. So I had got some oat milk. I don't know why, but I just like chocolate milk, and my donuts, of course. But and I ate that, and I drank my chocolate milk. Okay, and again, my stomach started turning, and I had to go to the bathroom, and I just, ugh. And I'm like, I don't know, is it the milk in my stomach? Okay, but like I say, I do suffer with my stomach, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna uh, pour it out or whatever. Okay, I guess one of my children, my grandbaby, had milk, and they put it, you know, it was in uh this mug. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all, but it was in that mug. Okay, and it was in the refrigerator. Okay, so I'm cleaning out the refrigerator, you know, just a little while ago, and I had I was emptying the milk out because it looked thick, and I'm like, what did they put in this milk? Y'all, look at this, okay? Look carefully. Okay, this is my the milk was in there. Do, do y'all see it? Look at this. Do y'all honestly see this? Nah, and look at it. This chocolate milk, y'all. This is chocolate milk. Okay, see how it is? Do y'all see? This is just look what color. This is chocolate milk, y'all. This is disgusting. Just look at it. Look how thick. It was more than that. You know, I was emptying it out, and I said, no, you know what? I'm not gonna empty it all out. I got to show y'all. Got to show y'all. you know. Now, keep in mind, keep in mind, okay, milk. Okay, even if just say, even if the milk just was sitting there a day or two and it's spoiled or whatever, I know milk clumps up. Y'all know how milk clumps up. You know when it's just pearl or whatever. Um, you crazy. But y'all, I mean, this is disgusting. You know, I'm like, that's why when I was emptying it out, when I was emptying, because I was throwing it in, putting it in the toilet. And as I was putting it in the toilet, y'all look how thick. This is chocolate milk. This is chocolate milk. So as I was emptying, you know, in the toilet, you know, and as I was emptying it, like I just showed y'all, it just was bouncing up and I'm like, this why my stomach, you know. Remember when I told y'all I was drinking it? Okay, I was, and my stomach kept on clearing it. I see why. That gallon of milk, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. You know what? After today, you know, after today, y'all, and I love chocolate milk. I don't want chocolate milk never again. And I love the chocolate milk, but chocolate milk look like that, just sitting in the refrigerator for a day. Well, I'm gonna say probably a day or two. But like I said, milk, if it's spoiled, it clumps up. It really do. Milk clumps up. But to see this, y'all, just look, pay attention, look at it. Look, do you see it? What kind of milk is this? Y'all, look at this. I mean, no exaggeration, y'all. Y'all see it. That's why I had saved it. I didn't empty it all. You know what I'm saying? I stopped and I said, you know what? I got to show y'all. I got to show y'all this chocolate milk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, that's why my stomach, kept on, every time I drank it, and eat my powdered sugar, it just messed with my stomach, and I just had to run to the bathroom, and just throwing up. I see why. Pay attention, y'all. This is chocolate milk. Look how thick. See, look at this. Do y'all see? Y'all, oh, y'all, do y'all see this? Wait for it. There you go. See, you know what I'm saying? And this is, it look like goo. Yeah, I'm just look, y'all. It look like goo. And it's the little I had left. Y'all. I advise y'all leave that chocolate milk alone. Leave that chocolate milk alone. You know what I'm saying? Because that chocolate milk. Mm-mm, mm, mm, mm. Y'all, I will not. When I say I will not, uh, I will not. Um, I would not drink chocolate milk. Never again. I promise you, I will not drink chocolate milk again because that is disgusting. It's nasty looking, and that's why my stomach kept on, you know, every time I drank it, you know what I'm saying? I drank it in the morning, it messed with my stomach. I'm like, cause I do suffer with my stomach. So I drank a little ginger ale, you know, and I was waiting. I had to go to the bathroom and I had to throw all that stuff up, and I was like, okay. So later the same day, I'm just laying down, looking at TV with my grandbaby. And I'm like, okay, I want some, chocolate milk and donuts. And I drank half of the chocolate milk. But what are you doing? Baby, go ahead. Um, and my stomach was like, I'm not having this chocolate milk. And the second time when I threw up big time. And I said, you know what? I don't want this milk anymore. I don't want this milk. So after I threw up, I lay down, you know, and it was like my stomach was cramping. Okay, my stomach was cramping, and I just lay down, and I just was, circular motion my stomach, because when my stomach, act up, that's what I do, and I just was laying down. And then before you know it, I had to run to the bathroom and throw all that chocolate milk up, and that's uh-uh, uh-uh. Leave chocolate and milk alone. Okay? Leave it alone, y'all. Leave it alone. Look for it. Look. Pay attention, y'all. Look how it is. See how it look. See that? I mean, this is chocolate milk. This is chocolate milk. Do y'all see the color? Look at it. I mean, and just look. Y'all, what is they giving us? What in the world is they giving us? You know? And then it wasn't outdated because I never buy outdated milk. You know when it's close. You know when it's close to the expiration date. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I always get the date, you know, it's good. You know what I'm saying? But I just was saying, something is wrong with this milk. You know what I'm saying? But I lay down, you know, and I just kept on having to get up and just, puke and puke and puke. Then, it finally, came. Y'all look at this. You look at, hold on, it's coming. It's coming. There you go. This is chocolate milk, y'all. Look at this. This is chocolate milk. And then if you see it, do you see it? It's not clunked up. Just look at it. It look like goo. Y'all, it looks like goo. You know what I'm saying? It's so net. Y'all look. I got to let y'all see. Y'all look at this. You see it? It just, y'all, what is they giving us? What in the world are they putting in our bodies? You know? You go to the store, you know what I'm saying, and you purchase chocolate milk, whatever. You expect that to be good, fresh milk. Yo, y'all better leave that chocolate milk alone. Thanks for the heart. Leave that chocolate milk alone. I'm keep showing y'all. For y'all newcomers who just came. Hold on, it's coming. Here, there you go. Look at this, and this is milk. This is actually chocolate milk, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? But now, since I'm looking at it, because it was in the refrigerator, you know what I'm saying? And I'm cleaning the refrigerator out, and I'm like, all this milk, you know? I'm like, all this milk. They wasting the doggone milk. And I was emptying in the toilet. Y'all, look at this. Look at this stuff. Oh, y'all, it's just, look at this. This chocolate milk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally chocolate milk. You know, y'all, what is they giving us? What is they giving us to put inside our body? You go to the grocery store and you be like, okay, I trust the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? I trust the grocery store because they're not gonna, sell us, bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they could get sued, so they're gonna, give us fresh or whatever kind of, you know, milk, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, I'm keep showing y'all this chocolate milk. Look, oh my Jesus! Look at what's just making my stomach upset. Y'all really see this? I want to smell it to see if we have odor. But if we have an odor and it's my stomach really, I'm gonna be. I can't do it. I can't do it. But I want to share to y'all to let y'all know. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Leave that chocolate milk alone, y'all. I'm telling you. Because when I was drinking it, because I love chocolate milk, you know what I'm saying? Put a lot. I put two in a cup like this. I put two ice, and I fill my chocolate milk, you know, like that, and and I just keep doing this before it can be nice and cold. Well, it's gonna be cold because it was in the refrigerator, right? But I like mine's really cold. But what is this? What is these people, putting inside of our bodies, y'all? This is disgusting. Disgusting. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, really? All this is wrong, and this is very disgusting. That's why when I drank it, it just kept messing with my stomach. Kept messing with my stomach. I drank actually uh it was I feel like this and I drank it about like that, you know. And soon as, I took a piece of my donut and then, my stomach started, how your stomach feel, upset it got quick upset it. You know what I'm saying? And then you know how your mouth water or whatever, y'all, I literally had to run to the bathroom and y'all throw all that up. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Y'all, Mm-mm. Chocolate milk, y'all. I'm showing y'all. I'm showing y'all. It just oh, just looking at it making my stomach upset already. You know what I'm saying? It's just y'all is just it's disgusting and it's not right. You know what I'm saying? I had to. Y'all know one thing. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. This is not right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm showing y'all over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? This not right. You know what I'm saying? You don't. Okay. Um. Don't drink no more chocolate now, y'all. Let me tell you something. I'm showing y'all. I'm gonna show y'all one more time, and I ain't gonna be able to do this no more. Mm. Here you go. There you go. Look at it. And look at y'all. Look at it. Chocolate milk. Do you see it? This is chocolate milk. And look at this. You know what I'm saying? So literally, of course, when I put it, it was regular milk. It looked like, regular good chocolate milk. And as I was drinking it, you know, and I was drinking my stomach, how your stomach be feeling a little upset. So I lay down and I had took a piece of uh my powdered donut, just a piece. Y'all, that milk, it messed my stomach up so bad. So bad. It was like, really? What is inside this milk? What's inside this milk? What is they giving us? So I don't know. I really, really couldn't tell you what's wrong with this milk. What's inside this milk? I don't know. I don't know. You know, but like I said, you know, what no, this one. When I went in the refrigerator to clean it out, it was pretty much full. And as you clean it, as you cleaning, your refrigerator or whatever, you just take stuff out, wipe, spray, wipe it or whatever. So when I saw this, you know, a milk, you know, it was uh milk was like right here. Okay, yeah, about right there. And I said they just messed over my doggone milk. But when I look, I'm like, this milk looks thick. And I'm just, not thinking enough. You know how you just clean your refrigerator and you about to throw stuff away. So I'm putting it in the toilet. Y'all, I told y'all, it's thick. And I'm like, what the hell? So I didn't put all of it. I almost did. You know, I just got like a little corner. A little corner. I had to show y'all. You know, I really did. I had to show y'all. Not if all the milk's like that. I don't know. I don't know. But I guarantee you, I'm not trying no more. Mm-mm. I'm not trying no more. You want me to tell you? Because I do like chocolate milk. One of my little powder donuts. But you want me to tell you what I'm gonna continue doing? The little cocoa. You put it in. You put the little hot water in. You store it, and you go about your business. You can have it with marshmallows or whatever. That's what I'm gonna start continue using. But me, I like chocolate milk for my ice. Because I just like milk. Period. You know what I'm saying? And this is not cool. Yo, this is not cool at all. I'm not gonna say the brand because I don't want to get sued. I don't want. So I'm just saying chocolate milk. What brand? I'm not saying it. I don't know if I can, but I'm just not putting nobody on a pinpoint. I'm just saying I'm not drinking chocolate milk. I'm showing y'all what it looked like. So actually, okay, it was sitting in the refrigerator for like a day or two. So that means when you drink your chocolate milk and it sits on your stomach, that means y'all saw what I showed y'all. So I mean that's what it's doing inside of your body. You know what I'm saying? It's thick. It's thick. And that's why it was making me sick. Because I was like, when I drank it, I was like, oh, my stomach upset. And I took a little piece, my little donut. But, it's like, it's bread up, dough, whatever you do it. And I'm like, whatever it is, they'll, suck it up, you know, uh, do what they need to do. But, but, y'all, look at this. Hold on. That, y'all, hold on. I'm trying. Y'all, it's getting thick, thick. Oh, hold on. There it goes. Mm-hmm. Y'all look at this. This chocolate milk. This is chocolate milk. See, it's getting thick now. This is what you're putting in your body. You know, this is what you're putting in your body. This literally, what are you putting inside of your body? Y'all better watch also. You know, um, um, y'all better watch out yourself drinking that, chocolate milk. Oh, you know, watch yourself drinking chocolate milk. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. I'm not drinking chocolate milk no more. And I've been drinking chocolate milk since I was a kid. I always like chocolate milk. Put two little cubes in the chocolate. I mean, in my a mug like this, small like this. But y'all look at this. Look, see how it's caked up. Look at this. This is like goop. Do you see this? Do y'all see it? Y'all better watch what you putting inside of your body. Look at this. This is just a disgrace. This is a disgrace. Y'all look. This chocolate milk. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave it alone. You know, it was coming down, but it was bouncy. I just showed y'all. By not sitting. Um, I don't know. It's getting thick. Yo, this is no exaggeration. I'm just not putting on here just to have likes, or whatever. I'm trying to help y'all. Because when I drank it that morning, it's like it just threw my stomach up, and I just was throwing it up. Because I'm thinking I'm drinking it, early in the morning, and because sometimes some mornings I can't eat really nothing, so um hey, but um I don't know. Y'all, I don't know. Y'all, I really, really, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, it's crazy. You know, it's crazy, y'all. You know, this world is really coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? Now they messing with the milk. You know, first it was, the chicken and this and that. you know, when they start messing with all different kind of foods, I stopped eating, a lot of uh foods that, they were saying is gonna get you sick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give me 1 minute. No, leave that there for tomorrow. Go tell Amani come here. Go get those crackers off my bed for me. Go and tell Amani I say come here. Y'all, listen to me. Okay? Y'all listen to me. Y'all know one thing. Okay? One thing y'all know about me. If I sit here, hold on. If I sit here and I tell y'all something, y'all know it's the real. It's the truth. Okay? I'm showing y'all over and over and over. Now, you know, I don't know if I got, I got my little heater. My little oh, hold on. What happened? Oh, yeah, I got my little heater on, and I don't know if the heater is just making it thick or whatever. But now it's just y'all. Look at this. See that? That's chocolate milk. Look how thick it is. Y'all, this is like goop. Literally, it's like goop. You want some crackers? Go get on my bed. And give me a pack of crackers. Um, don't stop. You're gonna break it. But y'all, you know, I wish y'all really do listen to me because um, I don't want nobody to get sick. You know what I'm saying? Then it be on the news. Don't drink chocolate milk because they got what? Some people have died. And family members they drunk chocolate milk and they had to rush them to the hospital. Y'all better take heed to what Lovely D is telling you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You gonna eat it? Okay. Uh. hmm You don't like it? No, no. Uh. Do you like the peanut butter crackers or not? Hmm? Okay. Y'all better listen to what I'm trying to tell you. You know, I'm telling y'all this for y'all good. You know what I'm saying? Um, you're right. So maybe you like it, but y'all better listen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I hope y'all listen. Y'all better listen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look at this. This the milk. What milk look like this? It look like goop. You don't like it? Okay. It look like goop, y'all. You know, I just want everybody to know, um, watch what you put in your body. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you put inside of your body. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I like chocolate milk, and I drunk a little, just a little. I'm gonna say I took about like 3 sips. It would just ruin my stomach. It just ruined my stomach. So I emptied out. It was regular, like milk. Bam, it's all out. But this here was sitting in my refrigerator. Um, and milk. When milk is in a refrigerator and it gets spoiled or however it clumps up. This is like gook. I never some milk do that. I never saw milk done. You know, that's why, you know, they had a whole lot. Majority of it I put in the toilet. Mm. I say, I'm going to tell my viewers and my fans, look at this chocolate milk. This is what, we put in our bodies. So if it's gooking up like this in a cup, sitting in the refrigerator, what you think is doing inside of your body? It's doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It don't, you want, yeah. You ain't messing with my crop. Mm. It's doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all better be careful. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing y'all, okay? Show and tell. Instead of me just saying, y'all, I have milk, in the little mug. It was sitting in the refrigerator for like a day, or probably two. And then when I'm trying to empty it out, y'all, it just was like gook. I had to show y'all. I just didn't want to sit here and tell you because y'all gonna be like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. She just talking. But guess what? I'm showing y'all. You know what I'm saying? I showed y'all. You know, you better take heed to what I'm saying. And I know some of y'all say, did you check and see if it was expired? No, it was not. No, it was not. I know some of y'all is like, okay, what brand? Y'all, this is what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna put the name, of the chocolate milk, the company for the chocolate milk. And they see me having um they gallon on my YouTube and they name, some people could sue the hell out of me. So I'm not saying any name. I'm just saying chocolate milk. Okay, chocolate milk. And it wasn't what, you know, the little chocolate, Nestle Quick, and you put it in. No, it was not that. It was not that. It was the gallon milk. Chocolate milk. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And let me tell y'all something. It's just a chocolate milk. Because I have a gallon of chocolate milk and I buy a gallon of white. The white milk Don't do me nothing. That chocolate milk, it just stripped my stomach. I couldn't do it. Mm-mm. I just couldn't do it. And I don't know, y'all. You know, I wanted to show y'all because I just didn't want to keep it to myself. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all have children. Your mom or daddy is, elderly, and they like, chocolate milk, and they drink the chocolate milk, and it may do them what it did to me. You know what I'm saying? And they can't get up and, run to the bathroom. They get up, if they're on a walker or, wheelchair or, just in a bed. And then a child, you give your children chocolate milk, you know what I'm saying? Then you wonder why your child, grandchildren, just keep constantly throwing up. You're like, what did you eat? It's that chocolate milk, baby. It's not what you ate. It's what you're drinking. Mm-mm. You want to eat it? You don't want none? Okay. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So it's ridiculous. Mm-mm. Y'all, I had to say it because I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, y'all know I tell y'all the truth. When I pull, majority of it out, something in my head, in my heart, don't pour it all the way out. Let these people see what they is putting inside their body. You know, some of y'all might know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because when I drunk it, y'all, let me tell y'all, no exaggeration, okay? When I drunk it that morning, you know, when I did what 2, 3 sips, I didn't warm it. It was cold. Okay, yes, I did not warm it. It was cold, and the milk was not, the gallon was not expired. You know, so I don't know. I don't know. I had to tell y'all. This right here, you don't keep to yourself. If you can help others, you help them. And y'all know my page is a positive, helpful, fun page. But today, okay, is an eye opener. Y'all better leave that chocolate milk alone. Mm-mm. You know, and if y'all been drinking chocolate milk and your stomach been getting, um, upset it, and you had to run to the bathroom, be throwing it up, you know why? You know why? Cause y'all, let me see, cause I know it was getting. Here you go, Mm. y'all, y'all don't look that. Don't it look like gook? Y'all look at this. Don't it look like yeah? I can't do it no more, y'all. Just making my stomach upset. Okay, I'm showing y'all what this chocolate milk is. It's chocolate milk. You know what I'm saying? Nothing added. Pure chocolate milk from a gallon. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I want to tell y'all the name, but if I sit here and tell y'all the name that I had, these people could sue me. Yeah. These people can sue me. So I'm not saying the name. Mm-mm. I'm not saying the name. But I'm just telling y'all, be careful. If y'all love chocolate milk or whatever, be careful. If you drink the milk, your children, grandchildren, whoever you give chocolate milk to, and they stomach start, getting upset, and you have to, start throwing it up, then you're gonna be, oh, she right. She surely is right. I thought she just was just saying, baby, I'm not sitting here, you know, just to say something, just to say it. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to okay, when somebody tell y'all something, okay, like I tell everybody, just don't jump and believe everything. Take heed, okay? Take heed to what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you for your good because it want my stomach so bad. Oh my gosh. My after I threw up, I got in my bed, it was like my stomach it was in a knot. And the only thing I could do is just, cuddle up and just rub my stomach and rub my stomach. And as I was rubbing my stomach, I guess, I was stirring it up, it had more and I had to run to the bathroom. Like, ugh. Y'all, I I had to run to the bathroom 3 times. And every time I puked up chocolate milk. Chocolate milk. And like I said, when I poured, it was regular milk. You know what I'm saying? Now, wait, hold on. Okay, what you want? You want to turn it around? You can. Yeah. Um. Okay. When I had milk, white milk, and I put it in my refrigerator, you know, and guess what? Ain't nothing happened to it. The only thing it was, it just got colder. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better take heed to what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Ask around, girl. Did did you know, or did anybody ever told you they drank chocolate milk and it ruined their stomach and they constantly have to throw up or whatever? And if they say yeah, I'm gonna say I try to put it out. I'm trying to help. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just keep something like that to myself and I know what it did to me. I don't want it to do to the next person. How about if a child, you know what I'm saying, drunk the chocolate milk and they just constantly throwing up and you thinking, what did he or she ate? Did they eat something they're not supposed to eat and they just constantly throwing up? It's the milk. It's the milk. Hmm. It's the milk. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more, nothing less. Chocolate milk. You know, I can't do it no more. I can't do it. I can't do it no more because uh it's ruining my stomach. Even just keep looking at me. I'm just keep doing this. It's making my stomach turn, and I'm like, oh, oh, not again, not again. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go through that what I went through. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna tell you a lie. I should have went to the hospital. I should have went to the hospital, but I didn't. I didn't. I just threw it up. And I drank my little ginger ale. I drank my little ginger ale. You know, and sit down for a little bit, and because I'm gonna tell you, anytime I drink ginger ale, and it's like anything bothering my stomach, and once I drink it and it hit there and it do what it gotta do, it's coming up, and that's what I did. Once I drank a little, a good bit of ginger ale, and that ginger ale sit on your stomach, and whatever is inside that stomach, oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. And once you drink that ginger ale, ginger ale got acid, and it's doing what it's supposed to do. And once you throw it up, baby, it's just coming up, up, up. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? I just want y'all just to take heed, you know, to what I'm saying. Because actually, actually, I really do care about y'all. You know, I really do. Because, you know, some of y'all, it's my regular fans, my audience, my viewers, whatever one you wanna call it. And I talk to every day, you know what I'm saying? They pop in and they pop out, a couple of days, and they pop in, hey, I'm back, or whatever. I want to let y'all know, what's going on. You know, because I tell you this, I guarantee you, today is May 2nd. Okay, it's May 2nd. Don't let it to be August, August, November, December, next year, or whatever. They tell you they got a call, well, what you call a recall on chocolate milk. Then what y'all gonna say? She was right. She was right. I'm not gonna tell y'all no anything. Why would I tell y'all? Look, don't drink chocolate milk or watch what chocolate milk. You know what I'm saying? Always look to see if the date is close to the expired date. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Even though my children drink a lot of white milk, but the white milk it don't do us anything. You know, it didn't do me nothing. You know, but that chocolate milk, I told y'all. I can't do it again because it's messing up my stomach. But if you want to see it and it's live stream is over, you is welcome to, look at it again. Yo, it's like goop. It's like running goop. Not the goop you got to be going all like that. You know. And you go like this and you go and it just ease on down. That's how it is. I can't do it again because it's gonna mess my stomach up. You know, I normally eat my Ritz, but when you start eating something for so long and you be like, okay, I don't want it no more. So I have my little peanut butter cookies. You know, not cookies, peanut butter crackers. By me suffering my stomach, um, yeah, I eat crackers. And I'm like, okay, it's crackers, but just with peanut butter on it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's how it is. So, y'all take heed to what I'm telling y'all. Y'all spray. Ask, ask people. Google. You know what? When my stream is over, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google it and see, you know, that this been happening. Because it's new to me. It's very new to me. Some of y'all probably say, oh, I already know that. And I'll be like, Oh, nobody told me. You know what I'm saying? Because see, when stuff like that is uh hurting the inside of your body, I think people should talk about it and share because people needs to know what they is putting inside of their body, y'all. Inside of their body. Just think, children, 1, 2, 10, 13, 15, 16 is drinking this milk and they constantly throwing up and you be like, oh, you know, oh, he probably or she probably got the stomach virus. It's not no stomach virus. It's that chocolate milk, you know. But if y'all drink chocolate milk and ain't nothing happened to you, okay, drink your chocolate milk. But I'm just telling you what happened to me. What happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm sure, I showed y'all, what it is, what could happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, mm-mm. Wait, y'all give me 1 minute. It's getting quiet. Yeah. Okay. Y'all right. Yeah, that nervous. Whew. Okay. Ow. I was checking on my furry baby, my little furry kitten. Um, yeah, I thought I heard him crying, but no, he's asleep. But y'all take heed to what I'm telling y'all, please, because I don't want somebody be drinking it and like me stuff what my stomach, and it'd be like, oh, it's just my stomach, and they constantly drink it, they throw up and be like, oh, it's just my stomach, constantly drink it, and then you find yourself got to get rushed to the hospital, they got to pump your stomach, and then now whatever the milk did inside of your stomach, it messed your stomach up. Now you got to be on, pills for your stomach because the chocolate milk, destroy the inside of your body. You know what I'm saying? So take heed. If you drink chocolate milk, whatever, and you drink it in a couple of minutes or seconds or whatever, you got to run to the bathroom and throw it up. That means something is wrong with whatever you was drinking. You know what I'm saying? Take heed to what I'm telling y'all. I promise you, take heed to what I'm telling y'all, okay? You know, because I really, I don't want to keep it to myself. And if I could help somebody else, you know what I'm saying? So take heed to what I'm saying. And if y'all ever drunk it and it kept on making y'all throwing up, leave it alone. Y'all have a good